the S position. So
still.
So here. Still.
Still.
Yes. Trying to get at that. You don't. It's not trying. It's trying.
Trying.
You are trying so hard. All right. Next line.
Beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. Hi, how you doing? My name is Mal. It's good to see you. This is Bill. He's my speech therapist and my vocal teacher. If he looks familiar, it's because you probably saw him in my music cover of Anyone by Demi Lovato when I was sharing my story. So yeah, this is Bill. You can say hi.
Hi.
On my channel, I spread awareness about the deaf culture and the deaf community, and I also share my life being a deaf singer-songwriter and performer. So if you like that, please make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, hit that bell so you never miss a video, because you don't want to miss a video. I just want to say that we are almost at 100 subscribers. Like, what? That's crazy. So first of all, like, that means a lot to me, because if we get to 100 subscribers, that means 100 people want to be in the same room as me, and that means a lot. So thank you guys so much for supporting me on this journey, because before I even started like working on my channel, I was like, oh my god, how can I even start into video editing? How can I start into working on thumbnails? How can I even talk to the camera? Because before, I was so like nervous to talk to the camera, and now I'm talking to you guys through the camera. But anyway, so today I wanted to take you guys to my music aspect of this channel, because it's been a while since I posted a music video. But today we're gonna work on a song, and he's gonna be nitpicky with my diction. So I wanted to show you guys what I have to do in order to do music. So
basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one or two of her songs, play through a section of it. I'm gonna listen to what she's saying and how she's saying it, and then try and help her change the way that she's saying it so that it sounds less like she has an accent, because deaf people have a hard time doing R's, TH, SH, CH, things that they can see the shape but they can't hear the airflow of what we actually produce. So that's what we're going to work on today and see how it goes.
Normally, like when I'm singing, it's not the singing part that I have an issue with, it's more the diction. It's more the diction that I have an issue with, and I wanted to show you guys what this is like, because I love music, and a lot of the time I think, okay, I'm definitely gonna make it as a singer-songwriter on tour and whatever, but then when I'm working on diction and stuff, that's when I really get discouraged, because I'm like, oh my god, I have to work twice as hard to get to where I want to be. I mean, usually I have to go into a mirror and I have to say, you know, I have to say the lyrics to the mirror and make sure that I'm getting those words right before I even start recording the song. And then after I get done recording, he has to listen to it, and then he has to say, you said it like this instead of like this. So that's where it gets hard. But yeah, we're gonna show you that.
We're gonna work on some stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Hi. Okay, so from the beginning of the song, a lot of the first words are just over enunciating. the T's and stuff are too hard.
Okay.
So just talk through the lyrics from the beginning, and that'll help me remember which parts, because there were a few little things I was like, that. So just from the beginning, talk through the lyrics.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna fix my hearing aid really quick because it's like being weird and stuff. By the way, yes, I'm still getting used to singing with hearing aids. It's a very weird thing. Right now I have it, if you guys use the Beltona Maze app, I have it on Alexa right now, and his voice sounds very funny, so I'm like looking at his lips right now, making sure I'm hearing him right. But,
Okay, so 21 years, right?
Yeah, 21, because that relates more to my life, and I'm not 25 yet.
Right. So just start at the beginning and talk through it.
21 years and my life is still trying to get up this great big hill of hope.
Okay. So 21 years and my life is still trying to get up this great big hill of hope. So you did the 21 years is fine, and my life is still, you go and you short the S, which is that release of air, and the T you hit really hard. So the still doesn't, like when we do it, we say we're releasing air already, and it's a continuous release of air on the S till we get to the T to stop it. So you make the S really short, and so it's still, so it comes out stunted. I can't think of a better word for it.
Okay.
Comes out stunted. So on the S, on the ST, it's still. So you're releasing air in the S position. So
still.
So here, still.
Still.
Yes, that's the 21 years of my life is still. You have to release that.
It's my life is still.
Yeah, you relax a little bit. You're getting very.
And I'm overthinking it. That's
yes, you are overthinking it. And then when you get to trying to get up that great big hill, your favorite TR.
Trying.
That's better than you saying it.
Twine. Did it sound like twine?
Yeah, you get a little bit of that W sound in it because W and try and twy, it's W is more relaxed than the R is. So you're not putting enough into the R, whereas you're putting too much on the T. So
try.
So part of it is the bottom of your lip when you go try. You're getting air down here, which is like a who,
okay,
which is more of a WH sound.
Okay.
So it becomes a twy as opposed to try.
Try.
Okay. Try not to release any air down here. So you shouldn't feel.
I did not do that.
So it's your tongue position changes the airflow.
Then does it have to do with the R sound with the
Yes. So smile for me. Go try.
Try.
Now, relax that because you like your
Try.
smiley wide position. Now bring it in narrow and go try and make it this way.
Try.
Try. Don't smile. Try.
Try.
Yes, that was it. So
I didn't feel any different. Try.
That didn't feel any different than smiling. Try as opposed to try.
Try.
Narrow it and taller.
Try.
Yes. Trying. So now trying.
Trying.
To get up that great big hill. Okay.
Trying.
Yeah, we got through the first line.
We got through the first line and now we got 20 billion other lines to get through.
So it was the ST.
ST.
For still. So still.
Still.
And try. Trying.
Try.
Now trying.
Trying.
To get up.
To get up.
So you tend to focus on the T's and make them very, very hard. And like I said before, imploded T's. It's not trying to get up that. You don't. It's not trying. It's trying.
Trying.
You are trying so hard. All right, next line.
I forgot the next line. That's the whole song, guys.
Trying to get up that great big hill of.
For a destination.
Trying to get up that great hill for a destination. Okay.
Trying to get up that great big hill of hope. Great big hill. Hill of hope.
Your H's are fine.
Really? Because my H's weren't fine the last time.
Well, that's because you weren't saying them. This time you actually said your H's.
Trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination.
Yeah, 4. So release your F's
4.
tend to be shorter. Also,
4.
release the air. 4.
4.
Right. It's not stop. It's not 4. It's release the air. It's 4.
4.
Yes.
4.
Whatever that means.
4. Whatever that means.
Yes.
But did that part good?
Yeah. Keep going.
Okay.
Then you gotta sing it while thinking about all of these.
Yeah. Trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly, there's that sound again, hey. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man.
Should. Release the area. It's
Wait, the SH?
The SH. It's like the other ones with the ST and that kind of thing. Should. There's the air release beforehand.
Should.
Otherwise it comes out should.
It comes out like what?
Almost more like you're saying CH as opposed to SH.
Should.
Yeah, so it should
You know
be
why?
should.
Because kids in elementary school would make fun of me for doing the SH sound like the CH sound like the SH sound.
Yeah.
And so I overworked my SHs trying to make them sound like CHs.
You worked
so
your SH off.
No, because like this one kid at the table when I was like in 3rd grade or 4th grade, she's like, Mallory, say Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and it would come out like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah. And then I went home to mom crying because I didn't know why they were laughing their butts off at me. And
SH is longer, like you're saying Charlie, so it's just right. That's CH. But the SH is the release of you're releasing air. Yeah. Should. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Trying to get that great big hill of hope for this. I realized quickly when I knew I
That's
should.
good. When you get through those, I realized quickly when I knew I should, whenever it's fast, you try to over enunciate.
Yeah.
Just most pop singers are mushmouth singers. That like a
what mouth singer?
Mushmouth.
Mushmouth.
In other words, they don't really try hard to enunciate the words. So that I realized quickly when I knew I should.
I realized quickly when I knew I should.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was good.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
And diction and singing.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Keep going.
I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man.
Right.
Or whatever that means.
So brotherhood, you have the TH in brother. It's release of air, and then hood, the release of air on hood.
Is my brother coming out like brother?
No, you actually got the BR fine at the beginning. It's brother. The TH where you start to where you're brother, yeah.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Yeah.
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Brotherhood.
Yes.
I feel that like the H sound.
Yeah.
Brotherhood.
That's the release of air I'm talking about for hood, for H's. And
I'm starting to learn how that feels now.
Good.
Brotherhood of man.
Mm-hmm. Now of.
Of.
Yeah, it's got that release of air at the end. It's not shortened.
Of man.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever that means.
Jazz hands.
That's the death clap. Hey. For whatever that means. So I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, or just do.
So I, what?
I cry sometimes when I'm.
That was better than you said it a moment ago.
Really?
Yeah.
So I cry sometimes when I'm lying in my bed.
Yeah, you're still over in a.
Sometimes when I'm lying in my bed.
Better. That time when you sang it, you weren't over enunciating it when you were speaking it.
So I cry sometimes when I'm lying in my bed.
Yeah, keep going.
Just to get it all out what's in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I cry sometimes when I'm lying in my bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I end up feeling a little peculiar. So I wake in the morning.
You did that to remember the words, so you're not gonna sing it the way you just did and try to remember the words. Because you went back to that and the tight in position. So I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, and you totally disregarded everything and just worked.
I don't remember. Okay.
I know. But the whole reason we're doing this is so that you get to the point where it becomes automatic as opposed to having to think about it.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in my bed just to get it all out what's in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I end up feeling a little peculiar.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wake in the morning and
okay, the K is too hard on wake.
Wake.
Yeah, that wake.
Wake. I can hear that.
Yeah, that's too hard.
Wake. I feel that too.
Wake. Release the air. Don't stop the air. So you're going wake. Well, what it is, basically what you're doing is when you say way, then you get to the K, you stop the airflow entirely to make the sound. So it's wake, and you're doing this release. So you're doing wake, and it's wake. So it's.
Can I sing your throat when you do that?
Wake.
Oh.
Wake.
Wake.
Yeah, so there's just ever so slight a stop of air on the K, as opposed to you are making it wake. Yeah, but that's how the K is sounding. It's
wake.
a hard. Yeah, just release the air.
Wake.
Yes.
So I'm like pushing the air out, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
Wake. So I wake and.
No, just go.
And so I wake in the morning.
Yes.
I wake in.
Then that time you went harder.
And so I wake in the morning, and I step outside just to, and I wake in the morning
to take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath, and I get real high, and I.
What was the Spanish R in real?
No, it makes up for my lack of R's. Okay.
You roll the R, but she can't do an R unless she's rolling it. Okay. Rolling in the deep. Yeah.
Rolling in the deep.
Okay, go back.
This is usually how our sessions are like, guys.
Yeah. Wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high.
And I get real high. And I
get real high. And that gets,
scream from
it's
the top
not
of my lungs,
gets, it's the imploded
and
T.
I get real high.
Yes.
And is my G okay in that?
Mm-hmm. Because it's good.
And I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs. Scream from the top of my lungs. What's going on?
Yes. You are, this is one of those parts where you are trying so hard in the diction that you're going overboard. I scream from the top of my lungs. You're trying to get all of those words out. And if you could actually hear the original version, it sounds like she's saying scream to the top of my lungs. As
Scream
opposed
to what?
Scream to the top of my lungs
Scream
as opposed to scream from the top of my lungs. So it's you're adding a bunch of syllables in there that we don't really register. Scream from the top of my lungs. So from the top of is kind of mushed together to scream from the top of.
Scream.
Scream.
Scream from the top of.
Yeah, like that. It's
scream from the top of my lungs. What's going on?
Yes.
I say, hey, yeah. That has to be the easiest part.
Hey,
yeah, yeah,
hey, yeah.
I said, hey, what's going on?
Right. Okay, so play just the first verse and the chorus. Thinking about what we just worked on. So the challenge for you in this is to work on it enough so that you don't sound like you're thinking about what you're trying to say and you're just performing the music and you're living in the moment of the music.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying for. So we don't see you playing the piano and you're like thinking about the words and how you're saying it. So you're actually just emoting. That's why you work on it so it becomes second nature as opposed to having to think about it.
As opposed to like trying to.
Cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out. What's in my head?
So what did it sound like?
Ed. To get it all out. What's in my head?
To cry sometimes. To cry sometimes when I'm lying in my bed just to get it all out. What's in my head and that?
Thank
I
you.
feel that. Okay. My head and I. And the feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get. Okay.
Because you didn't do step.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside.
More S.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside.
Yes.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath, get real high. Get real high. I don't like get real high.
Get real eye is what it sounds like you're saying.
Really?
I get real eye. It's not bionic, it's a real one. Those and this is where you see our
performing
mouths
live is so amazing.
right, but this is where you see our mouths moving, but you can't see the airflow. You can see the position for head, but you can't hear the release of air. On ST, you can't hear the on TH, you can't hear you just see the position, and so you don't have the release of air, and those are, I mean, aside from R, those are the things that really make the difference in what we in the hearing world take for granted and what you have to work on. So it's those air releases and those positions of tongues for the R, as opposed to and The only thing you move is your tongue between and So E-R, and like U-H. Yeah. So the only difference in the position between those two, and is your tongue going And so you can't see what's moving on the inside, and that's the struggle. No. Don't move any of this. Just go So the tip of your tongue is on the back of your bottom teeth. Relaxed tongue. Just like if you're going ah and you just close your mouth and go Now, you just take the tip of your tongue and go like this. Yes. So look. Yeah, that's and then you just go like that with your tongue. Yes. But if you get in the wrong position with the it becomes like you're about to go la.
Yeah.
Oh. So the difference is on an L sound, the tip of your tongue is touching the roof of your mouth. On an R, it's not. So if you're going to go la, the tip of your tongue touches behind your upper teeth.
La.
Right. If you go the tip of your tongue touches nothing. It's just pointed up.
I'm really thinking about I love how people will try to they'll show me they won't be like you, and you won't you will point at your mouth and you'll be like Some people, they lift their head and they're like, can you see?
That's not the direction you can see what's going on.
And I'm like, I can't see.
The other thing on an R is when you're going the back of your tongue actually spreads out on the back of your teeth. So if you had your teeth on either side, your tongue actually, most people never thought about this, the back of your tongue spreads out against your back teeth on the top. So the tip of your tongue is up, but the back part of your, like if this is your teeth, your tongue spreads out to touch the teeth, and the tip of your tongue is moved up like that.
Yes.
Yes.
That was right.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you say something like right,
realize.
Yes,
Realize.
that's some of the best I've ever heard you say this. Right to realize. So try is getting the moving the T from behind your teeth to get the stopped air sound, the t, and going tur, and so you slide your tongue back. Yes.
Try.
Yes.
Try.
Do or do not. There is no try. Master Yoda.
I'm trying, okay?
Do or do not.
I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do. And so I wake in the morning and I step out. And I step outside and I take a deep breath.
You what?
Take a deep breath.
Take. It's, you don't.
Take.
Yes, the T, the sound of the T happens before you ever start phonating. So it's the release of air. The different D and T are the same thing, except on D you go D. You phonate. D.
The. T.
So the T has no phonation on it. So if you start to phonate early, take becomes dake. Take. So so you get a bit of a D sound on it. So when you're saying something like take, it has to be the release of air in that fraction of a second.
Take.
Yes.
Take.
Yes.
And I take a deep breath and I get realigned. At least I can do a rolling R, okay?
Yeah, you can do a rolling R. If you could just roll it one time and get the sound. R, it's my favorite letter.
I hate R's. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now you see like what I have to do in order to do music and stuff. It gets really hard. Sometimes I get very discouraged and stuff, and you probably saw in this video how I got really discouraged and he was like being like, stop, we need to work on this. And like I know like at the end of the day it's just to get better at music and stuff. And before, like when we did sessions like this, I wasn't wearing hearing aids, so I really couldn't hear the differences at all. I couldn't hear the difference at all. So a lot of the time it was relying on vibrations and all that. Right. I mean, with phonating and everything, like I literally cannot tell what I'm doing sometimes. And so when he literally tells me, you sound like this when you do this, or you're making it sound like this, and I'm like, oh wow. So my goal at some point in the future is really just to get really good at my diction, both when I'm singing and when I'm talking, so that when I'm singing like on tour or something, I don't have to wear my hearing aids to know what's going on. Because I don't like wearing my hearing aids when I'm singing. Right now, I'm wearing the Beltone Amaze, and they're doing pretty good. There's no E sound going on because I had an appointment and she did a really good job. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you for almost getting to 100 subscribers, because that's amazing. I'm really happy about that. So thank you for supporting my channel, and please comment below any other videos you guys would like to see, because I seriously love connecting with you guys. I love hearing your stories. You know, I've been getting so many messages from you guys like telling me your stories about you losing a hearing and you're probably gonna have to get hearing aids, or you're a possible candidate for cochlear implants. And I've seen you guys like that I'm inspiring you guys to learn ASL, which I am so happy, and that makes me super happy. So you guys inspire me to keep going. So I love you all. Subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And if you do hear noises in the background, there's an 11-year-old running around. She can't hear it. So love you guys.